1. Who named the school Shantiniketan? Answer. Rabindranath Tagore named the school Shantiniketan. 2. When does the day in Shantiniketan begin? Answer. The day begins long before sunrise. 3. What is termed by Gurudeva as the darling of our hearts? Answer. Shantiniketan is termed as the darling of our hearts. 4. Which phrase used in paragraph 1 means, both the old and the young people? Answer. The phrase used is, old and young alike. 5. The boys in Shantiniketan get up early in the morning. Who else are the early risers? Answer. The birds are the early risers. C2. Work in pairs. Answer the following questions and share your responses with your partners. 1. What kind of work do the boys practice in the afternoon? Answer. The boys practice handiwork such as carpentry, mechanics, spinning, weaving, painting, drafting and musical instruments. 2. What are Shantiniketan boys famous for? Answer. Shantiniketan boys are famous for their sports and games. 3. How do the boys spend their evenings before they go to bed? Answer. The boys meditate for some time. They participate in school gatherings. They tell fairy tales, recite short dramas and sing Gurudeva's songs. 4. Read the second paragraph carefully. What it describes is A. The greatness of the teacher. B. The song of the choristers. C. The lessons taught in the ashram. D. The silent meditation of the inmates. Answer. B. The song of the choristers. Read and write. C3. Read and discuss your responses with your partner. Then write. 1. What is the effect of the song of the choristers on the listeners? Answer. The beauty of the sound of the song in the silence of morning brings joy, reverence, and peace to the soul of the listeners. 2. How are the classes held in the afternoon, in Shantiniketan? Answer. The afternoon classes start at 2 o'clock in Shantiniketan. The class chiefly consists of handiwork. The boys could learn their own choice of interest. The different handiworks to be taught were carpentry, spinning, weaving, drafting, painting, music, etc. 3. How do the boys spend their evenings in Shantiniketan? Answer. In the evening boys play in the field. They play a variety of games, especially football. After the game, the boys return from the playfields. All the boys sit to meditate in silence for a short time. 4. How are the classes at Shantiniketan different from the classes in other schools? Answer. There are no classrooms in Shantiniketan. The classes are held in the open fields, under the trees. A group of 8 or 10 boys sit with their teacher under the trees and discuss things. The boys have the freedom to study what interests them. Very few books are used. The teachers help the students to learn on their own. In other schools, there are fixed timings, prescribed textbooks. The students are expected to read the books, learn the answers for questions by heart, and reproduce them in the examination. There is no freedom for the students. 5. How does Shantiniketan prepare the boys for life? Answer. Shantiniketan was founded by Rabindranath Tagore. It is different from other schools in providing education. The boys enjoy the freedom and are not forced to learn a particular thing. Teachers help the boys to learn things that interest them. There is scope for the boys to discover their own talents and capabilities. The boys enjoy learning things which would help them in their future life. The school aims at all-round development of the boys. The boys gain confidence and become ready to face the challenges of life. C4. The writer has used the phrase, living education, to describe the experience in Shantiniketan. Some features of education are given below. Classify them into the categories of living education and unimaginative instruction. Memorizing, meditating, punishing learners, learning outside in nature, dictating notes, open discussion, students asking questions to teachers, students passively listening, experimenting, creative thinking, identifying students' natural taste, bookish learning. Answer. C5. Write a paragraph describing your idea of a good school. A good school is one where there are no prescribed textbooks, syllabus, tests, and examinations. The children must be given opportunities to learn on their own, by observing nature, reading books in the library, visiting places. Teachers should be there to clarify doubts, answer questions, and instill confidence in the students. The children should not be made to memorize answers for questions. Each child has some talent of his or her own. This should be discovered and encouraged. C6. Write a few lines about your school using the following clues. Name of the school. Location. School building. Facilities, about teachers, laboratory, library, sports, etc. I am a student at your school name. It is situated on the outskirts of place. The school building is very big. It has no of rooms. There are 1 sections in each standard. There are 50 students in each section. The classrooms are spacious and well ventilated. The school has a good library, 3 laboratories, a sports room, a teacher's room, and separate toilets for boys and girls. The school premises are always kept clean and tidy. Vocabulary. V1. Observe the use of nearer and nearer in the following example. E.g., you can hear the voices in the distance, drawing nearer and nearer near. Fill in the blanks in the following sentences with the help of clues given in brackets. When you blow air into a balloon, it becomes bigger and bigger, big. As the train approaches the station, the sound of its whistle becomes louder and louder, loud. If you practice harder and harder, you will feel more and more, much, confident to solve the problems. Man has been constructing taller and taller, tall, buildings in the cities. As you move away from a tree it looks smaller and smaller, small. Answer. Bigger, bigger. Louder, louder. More, more. Taller, taller. Smaller, smaller. V2. Fill in the blanks using some and others. E.g. Some prefer carpentry, others prefer mechanical work. You can see shining objects in the sky at night. Some of them are planets, others are stars. There are many fruits in the basket. Some of them are mangoes, others are bananas. After the bell, some boys went out to play, others went home. There are a few books on the table. Some of them are textbooks, are not. Some of the apples in the basket are good. Others are bad. Answer. You can see shining objects in the sky at night. Some of them are planets, others are stars. There are many fruits in the basket. Some of them are mangoes, others are bananas. After the bell, some boys went out to play, others went home. There are a few books on the table. Some of them are textbooks, others are not. Some of the apples in the basket are good. Others are bad. V3. Fill in the blanks choosing the appropriate words from the words given in brackets. Last week, I went to a shop to buy a pair of trousers. I bought one and returned home. When I tried to wear it, I found that it was rather loose. So, I went to the shop in fury. But, the shopkeeper was out. So, I had to wait for half an hour. When he returned, I shouted at him, "See, how big it is. It fits an elephant." He replied coolly looking at my pot belly, "Therefore we offered it to you, sir." Answer. Weak, buy, wear, loose, weight. V4. Fill in the blanks using the antonyms of the words underlined. Krishna was a rich king, while his friend was a poor man. Mudnika is Talai but her brother is short. Radhika is strong but her sister is weak. Silk is soft, iron is hard. I can remember stories but forget lessons. Answer. Poor. Short. Weak. Hard. Forget. V5. Classify the following into prefixes and suffixes. Re, less, full, miss, non, anti, meant, able, ish, in, ex, ionship, multi, sub, I've. One example for each is given. Answer. V6. Fill in the blanks with the appropriate prefixes choosing from the ones given above V5. The school reopens on June 1st. Manish eats meat. He is a non-vegetarian. Terrorists are antisocial. Bakranungal is a multi-purpose project. Plastic chairs are inexpensive. Answer. Re. Non. Anti. Multi. In. V7. Fill in the blanks with the appropriate suffixes choosing from the ones given above V5. He was comfortable in his seat on the train. He was acting in a very childish way. She looked at her reflection in the mirror. India has won the championship at Sharjah. The rate of employment in India has been rising steadily. Answer. Able. Ish. Ion. Ship. Meant. Articles. Task 2. Fill in the blanks using a, an, or the only where necessary. If no article is necessary write, oh, in the blank. 1. Abdul is an excellent football player. As a student A, he won many prizes. Now he has joined a multinational company. The company encourages him to play for state-level tournaments. Answer. An, the, O. 2. Democracy is the best form of government for all people have the right to vote. Even in an emergency, the people do not lose their rights in that form of government. Answer. O, the, an, the, O. 3. Peter lives in the same locality as I do. His father is assistant engineer. He loves music and sports. His most favorite sports is cricket. Answer. O, the, an, O. Fill in the blanks with suitable articles. A rose is a beautiful flower. The rose on your coat is fading. Do you have the tickets? The ticket collector to the passenger. Here are the tickets. It is an email. I have not yet read the email. Answer. A. The. An. The. Task 4. What do you understand after doing these exercises? Answer the following questions by filling in the blanks. Nouns can be countable or uncountable. Countable nouns can be singular or plural. A, an, and they are articles. A and an are used only with singular/plural nouns. The can be used with both singular and plural forms of nouns. The is called the definite, a and an are called the articles, infine articles. Answer. Uncountable. Plural. The. Singular/countable. Plural. The article, indefinite. E-writing. Choice of words. Task. Read the following descriptions. Substitute each with an appropriately descriptive word from the ones given in brackets below. One example is given. Punctual, forgetful, flexible, shy, lazy. He often promises to do things, but half the time he forgets. She is always here on time, punctual. I don't think he has done any work since he has been here. She finds it difficult to meet people and talk to strangers. He can work in any department and it doesn't matter to him if he is on his own or part of a team. Answer. Forgetful. Punctual. Lazy. Shy. Flexible.
A day in the ashram summary in English. Charles Freer Andrews was born on February 12, 1871. He was a Christian missionary. He came to India in 1904 and worked in St. Stephen's College, Delhi. He was a social reformer who stood for the Indian cause. Gandhiji called him Deenbandhu, a friend of the poor. He visited Shantiniketan and stayed there for some time. He was greatly impressed with the activities in the school and ashram. He considers it a great place for learning where children learn with joy. C.F. Andrews describes a day in the ashram. He says that words cannot describe the beauty of Shantiniketan. Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore praises Shantiniketan as the darling of our hearts, in one of his poems. The people who visited the ashram have experienced the peace and inner beauty that prevails there. The students in the ashram get up early in the morning. A group of singers goes round the ashram singing hymns. The sound of the songs in the silence of the morning brings a sense of joy and peace to the soul. After some time, the boys go into the fields and meditate. Then, they all stand in a group and sing the morning prayer. The school work goes until 10:30. There are no classrooms. The boys sit in groups of 8 or 10, with their teachers, under the trees in the open air. Very few books are used. Teaching is done through interaction with students. The boys are encouraged to ask questions and discuss their problems. As there is no pressure, the boys feel free and enjoy learning in such an atmosphere. The morning work comes to an end. The boys take their bath and have their meal. The afternoon classes begin at 2 o'clock. In this session, handiwork is practiced. The boys learn the crafts they are interested in. Handicrafts such as carpentry, spinning, weaving, mechanics, painting, drafting, etc., are taught. Some boys learn music. There is no book work in the afternoon. The school work will be over at 4 o'clock. Then, the boys go out into the field to play football. Shantiniketan boys are famous everywhere for their sports and games. At sunset, the boys return from the fields and meditate again for a short time. They take part in telling fairy tales, singing Gurudeva's songs, and reciting short dramas. A number of other school gatherings are also held. At 9 o'clock, they all go to bed. The choristers go round the ashram singing the evening hymn. The boys are very happy and enjoy the freedom in the ashram. The author calls such an education living education, which can never be dull and monotonous. A day in the ashram summary in Kannada. Thank you for watching, students. Please subscribe the channel, like and share.